Welcome, everyone, to the Sickos Committee Podcast. This is our podcast for the evening of September 23rd, 2025. As always, I am Jordan. With me tonight, I have Commish, Beth, Pit Girl, and special guest Canadian Joey. Joey, how are you?
Stressed. I'm moving at the end of this week, starting a new job in Thunder Bay, Ontario, and you may think, Joey, Thunder Bay, Ontario, that's it within the same province. I'm basically moving from Buffalo to Minneapolis. It's very far. This is a big-ass province.
Oh my god. Thunder Bay.
There's so much Canada.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I didn't know
Canada has a great deal of muchness.
I assume it was degrading me somehow.
No, Thunder Bay's way the fuck out of the other side of Ontario.
Someone asked me what Thunder Bay is close to, and I said other parts of Thunder Bay.
Yeah. What's Thunder Bay close to? Nothing.
Are you going to take the path of like the Edmund Fitzgerald?
It's close to the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. That's the closest landmark. The closest city is Minneapolis, I think, and then after that it's Winnipeg if you go the other direction, like 6 hours, which I could go to the Grey Cup this year now.
Minneapolis is cool, for the record.
So you're going to be like a Youper's hat?
It's like even above that. I'm looking at the map.
Yeah, it's more Minnesota. Yeah. Mm. So I'm Ooper the Youper.
Do me a favor and scream at the loons for me.
Will do.
Thank you.
Girl, how are you?
Oh my god.
It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I'm looking at maps of Canada.
It's a fun way to spend any day.
Yeah, today was a day. And it happened. And now I am here.
Sounds good. Commish?
My kiddo had flag football practice. I talked to the coach and he has agreed to add some option style plays, some fancy pitches, some jet sweeps, some, misdirection plays. And I was like, Coach, can I draw some plays up for you? I'll make some diagrams. He's like, oh yeah, I'll take it. And I'm like, thank you, Coach.
Have you offered to be the offensive coordinator?
No. Commish is an analyst.
Oh, flag football analyst. I'm a GA of flag football.
I graduated flag football.
Can I talk you into becoming a strength and conditioning coach?
That's what the kids need.
10-year-old flag football get back coach.
That's a very, very busy job.
It's not a get back coach, it's a get back parents. Like the parents that are a little overzealous.
I feel like a
get back parents.
A get back coach for kids at that age is more of a sit your ass coach.
Yeah.
Trevor, sit your ass.
Did anyone ever watch the show Friday Night Tykes?
No.
It was I don't know what channel aired it in the States because it was an American show, but in Canada they just threw it on whatever streaming platform we have. I think it was on Crave, now it's on Hayu, two real streaming platforms up here. And it might have been like a Stars show in the US, but it was a reality show.
On Esquire. Holy shit.
Okay. Canada's fake. I just want to say for the record that, like, Joey, I respect your existence, but I'm not convinced of the existence of the rest of Canada. Anyway, continue.
It was a reality show about Texas youth football coaches. I think U11. And some of those guys did need some get back coaches. There was a storyline in season 1 where one team had a game forfeited because one of them went after a ref, and then they appealed it and got the forfeit overturned.
So this was on Esquire. Then it was moved to USA, and it is now on the Peacock if you wish to watch it. The entire series is on there. Jordan, are you looking at this right now?
Yes, I am.
Damn it.
Do you want to can I just say the title of episode 1, season 1, episode 1 of Friday Night Tykes?
I wish you would.
All right. Weakness leaving the body.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And yes, I do believe that is referring to a kid throwing up while running suicides.
Yeah, and
puke and rally, child. Puke
104 degree heat. The next episode is called Whose House? And then the third episode, I'm not going anymore after this one. It says, now they're playing scared.
Pit Girl, are you looking at this right now?
I am not.
How many episodes of this show do you think there were?
500.
Okay, we didn't make it that far.
782. No.
There are 41 episodes of the show, which is both simultaneously far too many and way fewer than I would have thought.
My unironic answer that I almost said before I said 500 was 50. I just want you to know.
Oh,
If I recall correctly, there was a plot point in the first season where this like dad who's trying to start his own youth football team, they show up to registration day and they don't have enough players, so they're about to like disqualify them, and he literally runs out into the street and tries to find kids to sign up for the football team.
Okay. Apparently, this was a thing. Good to know. We need to open with news. Now, I know we're good at predictions on this podcast. We're real good at predicting the future.
we are very good at predictions. We are known for this.
And we said on here, okay, Mike Gundy's probably gone, but they're going to let him coach out the season.
Nailed it.
I said that they wouldn't fire him on Monday morning. They did not.
That's
It
true.
was, it was Tuesday morning. when
Because
they
that was a
fired him.
national holiday for Mike Gundy. That
'Cause
was that was the 18th anniversary of I'm a man, I'm 40 on Monday.
Do you think they realized that? Like that's why the
we
firing
can't.
came out on Tuesday morning?
We can't fire him on Mike Gundy's holiest day. We can't do that. We can't do that to Mike Gundy. They're gonna put him in the paper. And you said 3/4 of this stuff here? That's all false.
So they fired him today. The rumor going around, and I haven't seen it confirmed, but basically he was given the option to stay through the end of the season and said, "Nope, don't want to be a dead man walking."
Correct.
Which
This is what you do.
I
This early
have-
in the season, at least.
He told them to come after him, and they did.
Come after me.
he was
I'm a man.
the-
I'm 58.
And
You
now
know
I
what's-
don't have a job.
I'm a man.
he
I'm
very
unemployed.
He very recently like did I think like a T-Mobile commercial where he recreated that line.
It was
but because-
It was a consumer cellular ad. It was for
Okay.
the old people phone.
I don't know what consumer
no.
cellular is, but I do know that they didn't have the rights to use Oklahoma State anything, but
yeah,
they wanted to recreate it originally. So it's just like an orange void.
yeah.
the whole thing here is that he was the either second or third longest tenured coach in FBS.
Yep.
He got there the same year that Kyle Whittingham got to Utah.
Utah, yes.
It's
The
wild.
only person who's been at their job longer at this point is Kirk Ferentz. Kirk Ferentz has been at Iowa since '99.
I mean, he's still partying like it's 99.
Oh God, I knew this was so. Someone on Reddit made a helpful chart. Shout out to Reddit user Gurdon BB. Yes. So, number one, Iowa. Kirk Ferentz has been there since 1999. Joey, were you alive?
So this has come up before, barely.
Okay. Utah, Kyle Whittingham, 2005. Do we know? Would we like to play a game briefly?
Can I say real quick?
Go ahead.
The person I did the World Games podcast with and friend of the show, Sky Speed, born in 2005.
Ah! Okay, thank you. Number 3 longest tenured coach in FBS. Anyone care to guess?
I've seen the list today.
You've seen the list.
I
we
have
saw the
not,
list.
so I will try and guess.
It's
Is it like
is it Narduzzi?
I was gonna say Troy Calhoun.
Mm-mm.
Narduzzi's right?
Mm-mm.
No.
Pat's in the top 10, which is a little upsetting to me.
Okay, I think Pat was. I mean, Dave Doran was up there.
Yes.
Dab-
Dave Doran's
Dabo was-
tied for 4th.
Dabo was there.
You
I think
have
Dabo's third.
Dabo is 3rd. He was hired
Yeah.
in 2008.
Mhm.
Mark Stoops and Dave Doran hired in 2013. James Franklin hired in 2014, and Pat Narduzzi comes in 7th because he was hired in 2015.
What
Oh,
that is-
and we're in a fire James Franklin week.
Oh.
I mean, that's every week, but yes.
What
For
was the
the-
highest G5?
Pick girl, the list you're looking at is just P4.
Oh, it is okay.
Troy
Chris
Calhoun is
Clayton
number
was-
3. You're right, Joey.
Yeah.
the fighting
Joey
sweater
wins
vest. The fighting sweater vest. Chuck Martin and Chris Creighton are tied to 2014.
When
Oh,
you're
Mac.
including G5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Pat Narduzzi.
Okay.
The fact that Kirk Ferentz was hired for at Iowa in the same year that one of my high school friends and I were writing like love notes to Drew Brees at Purdue is upsetting to me.
Someone said that there's a good possibility that people that Kirk Ferentz has coached probably have grandkids now. Like there's an
Yeah.
outside possibility that
Yeah.
that could,
So wait. So Kirk
I think
Ferentz has
that
been
Reddit
there
list
for
was wrong too because it doesn't include Mark Stoops. Anyway, continue.
Kirk
Only-
Ferentz got the job at
99.
Iowa 25 years ago, or 26,
yeah.
26
So
years.
if he coached somebody like senior year would have been 22, and so that person is 47. And if they had, there's a
Yeah, that's
there's
very
a great
possible.
possibility.
It's
Very
possible.
possible. Very
It's
possible.
within the realm of possibility.
Yeah. That may,
Especially if they already had kids.
Mhm.
So
that's a possibility for sure.
we say goodbye to Mike Gundy. Taking over is their who was it? Was their OC, I believe?
Beecham.
Yes.
Was he OC
Who-
or was he quarterbacks?
Who was also a player at Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Doug Meacham. Yeah, he was a lineman at Oklahoma State, and he was their OC.
Can I give you the top 10 Billboard songs the week Mike Gundy was hired at Oklahoma State?
I wish you would.
Okay. Number 1 was "Let Me Love You" by Mario. I mean, you should let me love you, Number 2 was "One Two Step" with Sierra and Missy Elliott.
I know that
Banger.
one.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
great one.
Okay.
Number 3 was "Drop It Like It's Hot."
I know that one.
Snoop Dogg and Pharrell. Number 4, "Lovers and Friends" with Little John and the East Side Boys, Usher and Ludacris in that one.
Yeah.
There you go. What? Okay. Number 5, "Soldier," Destiny's Child featuring T.I. and Lil Wayne. Number 6, "My Boo" with Usher and Alicia Keys.
Okay.
Number 7, "Over and Over," Nelly and Tim McGraw,
Oh my god, I forgot about that song.
because it's all in my head. That's right. Number 8, "Wonderful," Ja Rule featuring R. Kelly and Ashanti.
Oh,
Mm.
thank you.
No. Number 9, "Disco Inferno" by 50 Cent, Shreveport's own now. And number 10, "Lose My Breath" by Destiny's Child, on here twice. So
Destiny's Child was big.
it was Mike Gundy's Destiny's Child. I mean, he's going to get a buyout now, so he can pay his bills.
We move on from Mike Gundy to the news that dropped and made everyone freak out. The reason we have Joey on here, the CFL announced some rule changes. And let me go over the rules first, and then we will talk about them. In 2026, they are going to modify the Rouge. A single point is no longer awarded for punts or kicks out of the end zone. They are adding an automatic 35-second play clock. The play clock moving from 20 to 35 seconds. The official will no longer need to reset it. And they're modifying team bench locations. Opposing teams will no longer be on the same sideline at any field. In 2027, they're moving the goalposts from the front of the end zone to the back of the end zone. They're shortening the end zone from 20 yards to 15 yards. And they're shortening the field from 110 yards to 100 yards. This
I
is
don't
just-
know if I've seen a single person that likes these rule changes.
There's been some folks, I guess I would say maybe in the established CFL media, that they're just like, hey, let's give these tweaks a thing. And they call the Rouge kind of like a gimmicky thing. But I was like, that it's your gimmick, CFL. This is what the Rouge is. Like,
No one
the
else does
weird-
this. It's beautiful.
No one else does this. No one else does anything like this. I was hoping that they would maybe tweak the Rouge, but keep it. But like, hey, you can't win on a Rouge. Like any Rouge inside the final 3 minutes, you can't do that.
No, that
Like-
would be bullshit. I hate that. I hate
You would
that.
hate that? Okay.
I hate that.
You would
So,
hate that?
so
Okay.
so modifying team bench locations. This is a funny thing that it was never really a problem until Hamilton built their new stadium and Toronto moved into BMO Field.
Yeah.
So Toronto, Montreal, Toronto, Hamilton, and Ottawa all have same sideline benches. That fine. If you want to legislate that, fine. Toronto will figure it out. The visiting sideline will probably just be small. In Hamilton, there's definitely, I've been there. I've been on the field. There's space on the other side just for whatever reason, because all the tunnels are on one side. They have the benches there. The play clock thing, this is a good change. There's been some controversy with the play clock over the last couple of years because how the play clock worked before was the back judge would literally have to set the play clock himself. Now, and that's why it was 20 seconds. Now it's just going to start immediately after the last play ends. There were some timing issues with end of game last year that made teams play super slowly at the end of halves. This will speed it up a bit. Modifying the Rouge. This is a thing that... So Stuart Johnson is the commissioner. He was a marketing guy that they brought in last year. And he has had this stick for a while where... Remember when... So this one I think is our fault. Remember when we posted the Argos having a walk-off Rouge?
Yep,
Yeah.
and everyone loved it. America loved it.
Yes.
America loved it.
So
And
in the announcement video that they sent out, like not the actual press conference, but the video they sent out, they say in the reason why they are modifying the Rouge, they show that clip.
Yeah.
And say we don't want this to happen.
Why do you hate fun?
This is so, like, the idea is if you get in the end zone, you get the most points. If you kick the ball through the uprights, you get a second least amount of points. But if you get close enough to the end zone that you can just wang the fucker through, getting 1 point for that should be allowable.
So
I mean,
so to clarify, the Rouge will still score, but only if the ball stays in the end zone. So like
Which
if there's
it's never going to happen again. Like it's going to be
especially
super rare.
with shortening the field and shortening the end zone, yes. Which shortening the field from 110 to 100 yards. Nobody likes this.
I hate it. Like, you gotta have the 55. Like, give me the giant C in the middle. I need that.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about, like, if this goes through, do we develop a new type of, like, very specific kicker, very specific, very accurate kicker that can actually Rouge?
Well,
so there's a theory here about the shortening the field, and they're also going to shorten the end zone from 20 to 15 yards. Also a bad idea. There's a theory that has been going around with some CFL writers I've talked to, that, and no one high level has suggested this. Like, this is just like people in sort of my orbit that have just like been floating around opinions. So this is not breaking news. This is just a theory. Is
breaking news from Joey in Canada.
Exactly.
The Thunder Bay Thunderstrike
are going. They are going to look at either having games or expansion teams in MLS stadiums in the United States. And because they want to put it in MLS stadiums, you can't fit a 110-yard field in it. So that is what I have heard is the reasoning for doing this, is they want the option to play games or expand into MLS stadiums in the United States.
Respectfully, didn't we do a whole episode with Ryan Nanny about this?
My conclusion was it could have worked. They just did it bad.
Is this better? Is this doing it better?
No.
I rest my case.
And moving the goalpost location from the front to the back, that's just, like, I don't like it. I know why they did it. Their reasoning is stupid, but I understand the reasoning. The other ones, I do not understand the reasoning.
It's crazy because if you get to let's say you get to the opponent's 30-yard line with this 15-yard end zone, and then you do 7 or 8 to back up, that's a 53-yarder.
Yeah, all of a sudden these field goals become way crazier.
These like, you have to get inside the. So you have to get inside.
One of the best CFL kickers of all time.
For a field goal. Yeah.
One of the best CFL kickers of all time. He's on the BC Lions right now. Shaun White has already threatened to retire over this.
I don't blame him, because, I mean, you basically, you're gonna take off the last second game-winning field goals. Kind of gone now.
This was explicitly why they did this. They said in their announcement video that they want people to go for it. They want teams to go for it on third down more. So they want to make it less. They want less incentive for people to kick.
I disagree. Like, the kicking and the weird scores. The CFL thing for me personally is they need a better distribution deal, TV wise, in the United States. They need better marketing in the United States. They need to hire us to do a CFL podcast throughout the year. They need to, I mean, if they're going to quote our viral tweet about the game-winning rouge that we did, and I think it went like 16,000 likes, which people are like, what is this? This is stupid. And I'm like, no, the defense, you can't let them get close enough to do this because they still got to boot it 20 yards past the goalposts, even if they miss it. And the rouge is kind of something that
if you don't want
isn't
so Stuart Johnson has said he doesn't want the great in the press conference he said he doesn't want the Grey Cup to end on a rouge, and my response to that would be if you don't want to lose on a rouge, block the fucking kick.
Block the kick, don't let them get in range for the rouge. Like, I mean, this is a way that you can score. Like the end of, what was the crazy end of one Grey Cup? Was the one back and forth where they were kicking the ball, or was that a playoff game?
That was just a regular season game, but
okay,
it was Toronto Montreal.
Was that the one with Mark Trestman?
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, they still have time to change this. I honestly hope this is just like the Cracker Barrel logo thing, where they introduce all these changes and then everybody hates it, and then a week later they go back just to get more publicity for the end of the CFL season.
So what I'm hearing is we need to start calling these rule changes woke. And
does that work in Canada though?
Oh yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
It does now.
Would you add a U to it, like woke?
Wook.
But you still say it the same. Wook.
Wook.
This
fucking wook rules.
I swear.
Rules.
So
the wook libs.
I will not talk too much about politics here. We have a right-wing party here called the People's Party. It is run by a person from Quebec, and I have seen a tweet he's made that says le wokisme.
Ooh, le wook.
Le wook.
Le wook. Like, okay, so somebody needs to do that. Look, man, don't take the rouge from me, and I want to pledge
They
to
won't
all
let
of our.
us have the rouge because of woke.
Look, man. The rouge is amazing. Like the 1 point for the punt is great. The 1 point for the kickoff through the end zone is great because, I mean, where the CFL kicks off is like the 30.
Would you like a villain? Would you like a villain for this other than the commissioner?
Ooh, yes.
We would.
Okay.
Yes.
So there
Who
is one person who has been pushing hard in public for these rule changes, and the one person I've seen who is like publicly celebrating these rule changes and thinks they're a good idea. Former Seattle Seahawks tight end Luke Wilson, who works for TSN as an analyst, has been championing getting rid of the rouge and going to 100 yards for a while now, and he is doing a little victory lap on TSN right now. So if you would like I like his commentary. I like him as a game day analyst, but his opinions on this are not good. So if you'd like a villain, Luke Wilson.
I want to say that he angered Saskatchewan fans up front, and he angered me, and he's never won my trust back. Like you angered the Rough Riders, you angered the Rough Riders fan, Commish, myself. Not winning my trust back. I really like Mosaic, and I'm like, no. Sorry, Luke Wilson, it's gone.
The good guy in all of this is U Sports Canada, who was not consulted about any of these changes.
Neither were the players. Shout out to Nathan Rourke for saying it's garbage. I love Nathan Rourke, who is basically is he the Maple Missile, or was his brother was Curtis? I can't. Was he the one that went to Ohio? I get the old Rourke.
He was the Ohio one.
He's the Ohio one? The Bobcat? All right. Mm-hmm. So shout out to the Ohio Bobcats, Curtis Rourke, for saying these rules are garbage. I'm sorry. I got the Rourke confused again. And was it the Winnipeg head coach was celebrating it too? And I'm like, thank you for saying this, because I don't. They announced these changes towards the end of the season. They're not going to take effect until 2026. There's a lot of time to save this, and if there's enough concerted pressure, I think they will change their minds, because
it's a weird time for the CFL right now. As you mentioned, Commish, the American TV deal is bad.
It's bad,
and it's coming up. The Argos, who have not been well supported the last little bit, but you kind of need them. They next year, there's a little event going on in Toronto right now, or next year during the CFL season. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's like a soccer tournament called the World Cup. And they're playing in their stadium. And the Argos still aren't 100% sure what's going to happen with those games. As of now, they are planning on playing home games in Saskatchewan against Saskatchewan. So,
Oh man. So yeah, there's some turmoil in the CFL. They need a better distribution deal. They need better marketing. I mean, if he's a marketing exec, you need to get groundswell. Like you need an Americanized like Men in Blazers for the CFL.
what
You need something
The
like
thing
that
is,
on
like,
American TV.
I don't understand the person who. Listen, we're the Sickos committee. We were the only ones watching the goddamn UFL last year, all right?
Mhm.
And I don't understand the person who like looks at what the UFL has done over the last couple of years, especially last year and this offseason where they're not even sure how many teams or where the teams are going to be, and then looks around at his 130-year-old league and then looks at the UFL and goes, "Build me that." Like,
I don't get that. I just these CFL changes are just not. I mean, I can see.
It ain't it, Chief. It just
I
ain't
will-
it.
What if there's like a rule that they could do? I know you hate the end of the Rouge, but like if you don't want the Grey Cup to end on the Rouge, just put it in for the Grey Cup,
here's the thing,
or
for
just like
Stuart
the
Johnson.
playoffs. Like the NFL does stuff for the playoffs. Like, hey,
Here's
yeah.
here's what you say to Stuart Johnson about that.
okay,
You want the league you are a commissioner of, you want to be able to give out the trophy, you want to be the figurehead of it, and you don't want that to come down to a Rouge at the end of the year. Great. I've got a great job for you. There's like 20 arena football leagues. You can be the commissioner of any of them. Like, just stay away from my
0%
fucking
chance
league.
That the Rouge will be the ender at any of the other ones. This is a good point. At least he's not Gary Bettman.
I'll
he
say
may
I'm a
be-
Gary Bettman defender.
I mean, like over
To a
time,
point, Pit Girl.
Bettman.
To a point. I see your face. I'm a Gary Bettman defender to a point.
Yeah, it's just like Bettman. You're just like, like some know. Like I think I hate Manfred more than I hate Bettman right now.
Yeah.
So I
I
mean,
don't know.
Johnson is rocketed up my list.
I'm
I'm
still pissed about Marc-Andre Fleury. I will die mad about that.
I am of the view that every commish except the one that's currently on this show should get booed.
Okay,
You just boo all of them except you.
you can boo me if you have to.
There
No.
hasn't
fine.
really.
You haven't done anything to deserve it yet.
There
Yet.
wasn't really a.
There's time.
Yep.
There is time. There's always time for me to get booed.
This is like the first time in a long time where the CFL has actually had a truly hated commissioner. Like before that, you go back to Larry Smith, who was the CFL USA guy,
Yeah,
Hmm.
I mean, this is kind of like coinciding.
and Larry's
here, like,
whole thing was he wanted to Americanize the game.
Hmm.
He was
You know-
forced out after 6 years.
you can't. Like, man, look. I want a maritime team. I want a team over there. Like, give. I don't know if they have the capacity for it, but Halifax would
that
be
was
awesome.
that was the thing with Halifax is there was a vote. I don't remember if it was a public vote or just a city council vote.
Yeah.
10 years ago or something. There was a site where they were going to either build a football stadium or a soccer stadium because they had an ownership group for the CFL and an ownership group for the Canadian Premier League.
Yeah.
And they voted, and we have the Halifax Wanderers now of the Canadian Premier League.
But
Okay.
we could at any point have the Halifax explosion of the CFL.
I mean, no, you got to name them the Rough
is
Riders
there-
because you need more. Rough.
Nope. That has it 100% right. It's the Halifax explosion.
Is there another team that's named after a tragedy? Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks in the comments, folks.
What
I
about
have
Chicago?
so many cursed ideas that I will
Chicago
not
Fire?
be saying on air.
the Chicago Fire of the MLS. The Chicago Fire of the MLS.
The Boston molasses flood.
I feel like the Halifax explosion is a little too recent to be compared to those, but I could be wrong.
It would be like naming a new arena football league in New Orleans the Katrinas.
I'm
would
glad
not
you
be
said
good.
it, not me.
It would not be
you
good.
said it,
I'm from
not
New
me.
Orleans. It's fine, but
Like
you don't.
Katrina-
We are moving the Carolina hockey team to New Orleans. No, we're not changing the mascot. Don't answer.
Oh.
Don't ask any questions.
Could the Katrina's team best band be Katrina and the Waves?
Sorry.
I
They
did
all-
once see
They come out to Walking on Sunshine.
in one of my brief autistic
Yeah, she-
hyperfixations.
You know, they won Eurovision one year, Katrina and the Waves.
This is true.
Somebody
Love
told
Channel
me
8.
that.
this was back when I was following Ultimate Frisbee. There used to be an Ultimate Frisbee team called the Seattle Riot, which I think is in that vein.
That would be good.
There had to be like all the ones that are like really not tasteful names, probably Arena Football League teams. Because
That's
I
also
mean, New Orleans Voodoo was kind of like badass of a name. It was
Remembered there was a huge
yeah.
controversy in my old hometown of London, Ontario, when we had a Frontier Baseball League team called the London Rippers, and the mascot
Yeah.
was Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Mhm.
there like the minor league teams will definitely get did that, for sure.
So let's go on to our games of the week. As always, listeners, remember that we don't necessarily cover all the games of the week. We talked about the ones that we think are the most interesting and try to make our rankings live on air. If we don't get to Alabama, Georgia, or Oregon, Penn State, there are plenty of places that will cover that for you.
Don't worry,
Now-
it'll be in the bonus episode.
Well, so let's talk about sort of our top.
Where's the
couple-
bonus episode? I don't know. Maybe pay for the Patreon. It might be there.
Maybe you could talk about the Corn Bowl.
Let's talk about the top couple of games we have our options here. The first one is one that we've had circled for a bit. It is a Big Ten conference game, which is not usually our bag, but it is UCLA at Northwestern.
This is a conference game.
I can't move off of this one. I'm the commish, and I'm like, I got you. You're gonna have to convince me to move off of UCLA at Northwestern.
I have a case later, but we'll get to it.
Make it. But I'm just saying, you got 0-3 UCLA. You got 1-2 Northwestern. Northwestern's only win is against Western Illinois. You have the crazy Lakefront Stadium, Lake Michigan going. You have UCLA with the interim coach, Tim Skipper. They just fired their coach on their bye week. Tim Skipper was the interim coach of Fresno State last year. You have Nico Imaliava, the crazy transfer QB situation that happened with Tennessee and UCLA. Do they get the interim bump? Northwestern's head coach, David Braun, not necessarily on solid ground either. And it's in a weird 15,000 stadium, temporary stadium on Lake Michigan, on the Big Ten network. Not even like they're trying to hide this one from us. Like, this is not on Fox. This is like Big Ten network. You're gonna have to go dig for this one. And look, man,
Take me
You're
to the
gonna
Cursed Rose Bowl. Take me there.
yeah, you're gonna have to like
The Rose Bowl of the East, Martin Stadium.
The
You
Rose
got-
Bowl of Chicago.
Many are saying that.
Portillo's
Now-
Rose Bowl.
If I told you that, again, not a gambling podcast, Northwestern -6. Anyone like that bet? Anyone feel good about that?
No.
1-800-gambler.
Yeah, if you're betting on this
Okay.
game, we should really talk here.
So here's my case against this game, right?
Hi,
All
Arthur.
right, hi, producer Arthur.
We, and I'm going game day here again, right? In terms of like I'm thinking like, oh, this must be how they're thinking, right? And I don't know about going back to back Northwestern. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
Next
No,
week,
we
Northwestern is a big contender.
Yeah, next week Northwestern is a big contender, but the only problem is that we made the person that's playing Northwestern the game of the week last week. So it's like you go to that well again.
How many
In-
times
in
was
2
Alabama
weeks.
the road team on game day
Not much.
I mean,
in a single season? The road
Yeah.
team.
yeah,
Come
but we try to like we purposely try to highlight other games.
Mhm.
So Arthur, I can see your point here. But I think the biggest problem I have in commission, I'm going to have trouble getting you away from this.
Yeah.
Is that this should be a pretty evenly matched game. This
Mhm.
should
But
be
that's what we want, right?
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
That's why I'm saying I'm going to have trouble getting you away from this because
Yeah.
I have a feeling that this is going to be a very good game.
There is high banger potential here.
I don't know.
Like
I don't.
I-
I don't
Sickos
think this game's gonna be
committee
good.
banger, like stupid banger.
like stupid mistakes costing a team banger. Yes.
I disagree. Northwestern is going to be playing hard for their coach, and UCLA is very much not. I would be shocked if this isn't a Northwestern big win.
Look,
man,
man,
Joey,
you got
I'm going to clip that because
Yeah, send it to Coach Skipper. Have him put it on the
send it
bulletin
to Tim
board.
Skipper. But I mean,
Does
you got
Northwestern know how to get a big win?
That's the Coach Skipper, by the way, is the best fucking name ever. Coach
Mhm.
Skip.
yeah.
Skipper coach.
I mean,
I'm-
I'm just picturing Barbie's little sister.
Look, I'm excited to write this game, and make the Sick O'Malley thing.
Right.
Like
so
I got
couple-
Skipper, I got Braun, I got Lake Michigan. I'm gonna work in the Edmund Fitzgerald. I mean,
a
it's
couple
gonna
weeks
be a
ago,
great Sick O'Malley.
Commish, we had a pretty off podcast. We
Yeah.
had a pretty long argument over whether the game of the week was going to be, I think it was Cal, Minnesota,
Yeah.
and I wanted it to be Mitsu, Nevada.
Yes.
And you ended the conversation right there with like, I got to write Sick O'Malley, and I do not want to write Nevada.
Well, I mean, Middle Tennessee is tough. So, like, for me, like, it's going to be hard to get me off of UCLA. Like, I feel like there's been people on the timeline that says disband us if we don't pick this one.
Because, no, you can't listen to the comments because they always try and make us pick a P5 game between two
That's
P5
true.
bottom dwellers.
But that's what we do, though. Like, we
No,
don't want to punch
no.
down.
No.
But that's not the case though. We picked UTEP
Okay.
ULM because they were two very closely matched teams, two of our favorites.
Okay.
So
Alright.
so let's go on one game down because this
Keep
is another
going.
one that's going to be a very close game that I really like.
I
And this
want
is-
you to do I'm the meme here.
Okay.
So it's like, UCLA at Northwestern is the game of the week. Changed my mind.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Except for
Okay,
that guy sucks in the meme. But
So
like,
let's
it's
talk
just
about
commish.
let's talk about Eastern Michigan at Central Michigan.
Okay.
This
And
is,
then- or
this is
every-
number one
hold
on
up,
my
hold
board.
Hold up. Everyone here, guess this year how many times these teams have played?
I feel like the answer, now that you say this, is going to be like 2.
Central
No,
hasn't been around for that
they're-
long. I think it's like 80.
I'm gonna say 69.
Nice.
This is the
47.
This is the 103rd matchup of these two teams.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that makes it one of the oldest rivalries.
It makes
Yeah.
them one of the oldest rivalries. This
Okay.
game is going to be very close fought between two teams who are pretty close in talent level.
I do
Mhm.
like rivalry juice.
It's
Yeah,
also
Got
the
the
rivalry
rivalry juice.
it's also
Taking
the
a
first-
big sip of rivalry juice.
It's
Yeah,
the
we-
first leg of what is a Sickos Committee Classic and a Sickos Committee like thing we push, which is 3-team rivalries. This is the first leg of the Michigan MAC Trophy this year.
This is
Right.
the three-way action.
That's right.
I want to
Usually you have to be
I
double
want
for that kind of action.
I want us to make like a graphic that is that's a compass, but it's the shape of Michigan that
Okay.
they're playing
Yeah.
for.
There is a Northern Michigan, and then Southern Michigan is just Toledo.
Put that in the brainstorming chat. Let's see if Jordan will make that.
So I think that this one has rivalry juice with it. 103rd meeting. It's got history to it,
Okay.
and we do love Eastern Michigan.
We do.
Okay. We do love the Macoon. They did just unveil the Macoon.
Brand
Takeaway Macoon.
synergy.
I mean,
Brand synergy.
And we do love to fire up the chips.
We do love the fire up the chips. My brother-in-law is a Central Michigan grad. My neighbor, like on the basically right around the corner from me, Central Michigan grad.
Kid Girl and I feel very strongly about chips.
I
We
mean,
do.
you
We
know,
have
they
lots
are
of
from
opinions about
Pennsylvania.
chips.
They have a lot
So-
of chips.
Another thing that we like at the Sickos Committee is when defense just kind of takes a holiday and
Okay.
we get a bang bang shootout. I want you to look. Is this game on paper we have in the
No,
this is
CFB graphs.
CFP
CFB graphs. Yes.
So I want you to look at both teams' just defensive success rates, and then
Mhm.
down from that. There is a great sea of blood on the on both sides for defensive success rate.
Yeah,
True.
call
And-
them Flanders because look at all them poppies.
Good lord.
And listen, Kamish, I know you want UCLA Northwestern, but to you from flailing hands, we throw the torch for yours to hold it high. I think we gotta raise the banner from action here.
Okay.
Okay,
I mean,
so
I see the defensive success rate for Central Michigan is 131 out of 136.
Mhm.
I see the defensive success rate for Eastern Michigan is 128 out of 136. I'm the net points. The only thing is like this is kind of like one of those where you're looking at it like the net points per drive ranking. Central Michigan 134 out of 136. Eastern Michigan 118. I believe it's 118, or was it 116?
It's small font. It's fine.
Small font.
Thank you for
116.
making it bigger.
Perfect. 116 out of 136. The projected points for both of these teams, Eastern on the road to Mount Pleasant, projected 25.34 points. Central 24.54 points. Basically a coin flip.
Bing.
There we go. I was waiting for the noise. 51.5% to 48.5%. All right, you're talking a good game to commish. Let's keep going.
Next one, a conference game, Mitsu at Kennesaw State. I am like, this is a fun game. I don't know if this is like high, should be high up on our list.
Here's a fun thing to say. This is almost certainly Kennesaw State's best ever team this year.
In FBS.
Skill wise, this might be their best ever team.
Okay, well, I mean, like FCS, they won their conference. And
Yeah,
they
but
made,
I'm just
the
talking like
quarter.
talent level. They got a very tough schedule.
Okay.
I think that I think this one needs to go lower, just
Okay.
because I think that their storyline isn't as compelling here. That's just me.
The thing to really watch for this game is what Mitsu actually is,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
Mitsu has looked like team number 136. They've also looked like a middle of the pack team. If they come out flat against Kennesaw, we know who Mitsu is, and it's we can look at them later and figure out what happened.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a like. This game is interesting if we find out that Mitsu's wasting disease is communicable. Mm-hmm.
I like Kennesaw State's new head coach Jerry Mack. I like he's got like a Fran Brown energy to him. He's very, very likable, like very intense, and just fun on the sidelines. And it seems like his players love him already. In 4 games, they're 2-2. Mitsu's 1-3. I don't know what Middle Tennessee is. I don't
This
know
is
what
one of
Middle
those.
Tennessee is. I'm
This
confused
is one of those
here.
games where, no matter what, after 5 minutes, we're gonna want to look at this and see what's going on. Because if it's close, great, we're gonna look at it and see if it's a close game. If one team's running away with it, there is a car wreck happening.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Either
a lot.
either Kennesaw has fallen apart completely, or as Beth said, Mitsu has wasting disease.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. It's a Conference USA game. Kennesaw could possibly be 3-1. I mean, they only lost to Wake by 1 point, which, they lost 10-9 to open the season. So I don't know.
What a score!
What a score, right? I don't know. This is good. I mean, hooty hoo with the Owls. They're at home. There's a Waffle House within like half a mile of the stadium. I mean, there's a lot of Kennesaw energy there. Like the coaching situation for Middle Tennessee, Derek Mason, it doesn't feel like he's on solid ground. I don't know.
Next up, Arkansas State at ULM. Okay. So before we get into this,
Okay.
I have found out this game has a new nickname. First
Okay.
off, listeners, never look up what this game was called.
Don't look up when both teams were named after.
Oh no!
Do not look it up.
I'm going to drop it in our personal chat.
No,
One team is called the Red something, and one team is called the Something Hawks. I can guess.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
My God, no.
No. This
So
is
Never
now-
look this up.
never look it up.
So
It's-
now this
it's
has
a
a new
very
nickname.
bad-
Kamish.
What's the nickname?
This
What's
has
the
a
new
new
nickname?
Do you know this is a sponsored game now?
Oh,
Oh
my
my
God! What
God.
is it?
Someone tied their brand to this.
This is
Who tied
the
their brand to this?
this is the Rice Bowl rivalry. I'd like to quote here
But it's
Hold up.
Sponsored by whom?
by USA Rice.
Oh,
Wait. Hold up. Is
What?
rice a big crop in Arkansas or Louisiana?
So here's what it says. The
Louisiana,
name
yes.
is- The name is inspired by the miles of rice fields that lie between the university's campuses in Monroe, Louisiana, and Jonesboro, Arkansas, which
Yeah.
yields some of the largest rice crops in the United States.
Is there a logo for this?
There is.
Yeah, it's bad.
No, I like it. It's got like it looks like a football, but like it's a grain of rice.
It's beveled
I'm
too.
just
And
just
it's beveled
imagining.
too. Yes.
I'm just imagining the USA, what is it, the Rice Commission or
Oh
whatever.
God.
Yes.
I'm just imagining them sitting around being like, man, we want to sponsor a college football game. Who should we sponsor? Who should
Yeah.
we, the Rice people, sponsor? Which teams? I can't figure it up. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey guys, USA Rice has a gift shop.
Oh,
See, this is the one thing about this is that we could, if the Rice people know what they're up to, we could be heading towards Potato Bowl territory, and I don't hate that.
this is true.
Uh,
Sponsoring food things as sponsors are always our favorites.
We love an edible sponsor.
I mean,
Back
that's what
when I
we
was in
loved on
college,
the Patreon, the
I-
Corn Bowl.
For marketing class, I put together the group project was we had to do a pitch for a sponsored event, and I did pitch a bowl game. I think I pitched it as like the Pepto Bismol Bowl because
Ooh.
sense of humor of a 21-year-old.
So Jordan, or I'm sorry, Kamish has put some notes in the chat that I think are important here.
Yes.
So there will be a trophy. It is the Rice Bowl trophy. I would like to submit that perhaps the Rice Bowl trophy should be a rice cooker rather than just a bowl.
Okay.
But also USA
like
Rice
a
will be-
Zojirusi, a nice one.
Yes. USA Rice will also host a free tailgate in ULM's Grove prior to the game beginning at 12 noon. The public is invited to try a variety of dishes made with US grown rice prepared by teams from each state. A panel of judges will choose a winner from all entries. So
I hear what you're saying.
we do like a game with recipes. Also, they will be donating to the Food Bank of Northeast Louisiana, and we'd love to hear that too.
This
So-
this is a food game with recipes in which you've decided to pit someone against Louisiana.
Correct.
Oh, yeah, Arkansas State, you're cooked.
Yeah.
Speaking of cooked, we have the Pop-Tarts Bowl has the edible mascot. Is this gonna have like 100,000 tiny edible mascots?
just one giant grain of rice.
Grain, either rice grain.
Grain of
Hi,
rice grain.
kids.
Hi, kids. This
Why does
is
he have
what I
perennial
hate.
voice?
I am a
I-
50-pound sack of rice, and I am your mascot.
Oh,
I mean, I
hell,
can
it's
see
going to look
that
like
too.
that fucking grocery store kaiju again.
I hate.
But he makes the like beanbag sound.
I hate.
Full of rice.
I hate this because there is a red
The
beans
weird
and rice
hacky
bowl.
sack.
There's a red beans and rice bowl already. It's Central Arkansas versus McNeese. That's the red beans and rice bowl. I hate. I
Who brings the red beans, McNeese or Central Arkansas? Because that's what we're missing.
Central.
So
Central
Central,
brings
if Central was involved, then this would be the red beans and rice bowl.
It would be. I like that there's a new nickname. The old nickname was horrific.
Hey, Mitch, before you go on,
Jordan, what
Yeah.
is this?
how many years in a row?
15.
15. It's been 15 years.
I've seen this
It's
boy
a Japanese
before.
mascot that's a rice mascot.
I've seen this boy before.
Why does he look like a Picasso?
That's what I was going to ask. Look,
So-
my nose is a semi-quaver.
Kamish, what are you going to do if ULM wins this?
If ULM beats Arkansas State for the first time in 15 years, I promise you an emergency pod. I promise you this.
I'll be around this
If-
weekend. We'll do it right there.
If we'll do
We're good
again
at those.
if the Warhawks do defeat the Arkansas State Red Wolves for the first time in 15 years, I promise you an emergency pod to all the Patreon folks. Join the Patreon. I will do an emergency pod. I honestly I am not gonna know how to act. I won't know what I will say. I don't even want to prepare what I'll say because
Can you remind the viewers why ULM would react to a win against Arkansas State in such a way?
it's been 15 years, dude. It's been 15 years. It's been. Can you imagine losing to the same person in the conference you play every single year, 15 years in a row? Can you imagine?
Vanderbilt knows that.
Yeah, like Like
No,
Monroe.
definitely don't remember the Miami
Hey,
series. but go on.
ULM. If you beat Arkansas State, I give you students the permission to grab the goalposts and walk them past the parking lot of the Grove tailgate area and dump them into Bayou Desired.
I like
It's right there.
The
I like
goalposts yearn for the bayou.
The
I like
goalposts are for
grab
the
and
Bayou.
walk, which implies
Yes.
a sort of surgical precision rather than a frenzied like takedown like we usually
Oh,
see.
they're ready.
No, they're
ULM
marching in formation.
ULM has a construction school, and
Ah.
They need practice.
They
they're
are
ready.
built different.
They are built different. And if ULM does this, and this game is a coin flip,
Bing.
there we go. This game is a coin flip. If ULM does this, I promise you an emergency pod, and I give you all the permission in the world, ULM students, to tear down those goalposts.
Kanish is going to show up to the emergency pod completely naked and beat red.
Probably.
Is it a union job if your construction school people are dumping the goalposts into the sea?
Gotta be a time and a half for that. That's
I really
dangerous.
just want to
Saturday.
like get on the mic and say, Coach Bryant Vincent, tear down those goalposts.
Again, not a gambling podcast, but the current line is 1-800-GAMBLER. Don't gamble in this game. What the fuck are you doing?
It means bet Arkansas State. What are you doing?
Another game that might or might not be interesting here, New Mexico State at New Mexico on the Mountain West Network. I have breaking news about this game.
Beep, 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 beep.
You gotta make
I
the noise.
can't tell if it's official, but we have
Breaking
a
news.
trophy for this game.
Ooh.
Yes, very
It
good.
is a Hatch chili roaster.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's perfect.
And I
It looks
think
good.
that is amazing. I think this is something that this rivalry needs, a trophy. I forget if this actually has a name or not.
I can tell I haven't spent enough time in the
It's
Southwest.
the battle. It's
By the fact that I
Biz-
looked at it, I'm like, wow, that's a really big bingo drum.
I was
also
thinking
looked at
exactly
that
the
and
same
was
thing.
Like, what do you mean that's a roaster?
Isn't this like the Battle of I-25 and we called it the Entanglement?
Yes, the entanglement.
This is the Rio Grande rivalry.
Okay. Yes.
And we
the
call
Rio
it the
Grande-
entanglement.
To me,
Winkle.
it will always be the entanglement.
Some enchangled evening.
Now, this one, if the teams were closer together, like
Like
skill
analytic wise, yes.
this falls off a little bit for me because New Mexico looks like a very solid team, and New Mexico State is in a rebuild.
Yeah,
a very deeply
Diego
built-
Pavia lists New Mexico State is a little less zesty, unfortunately.
All right. I got DM'd by the Bear, Chris Falica.
Oh,
We got DM'd by the Bear, Chris Falica. He says, first time since 1992 when both were 1-0 that New Mexico and New Mexico State will play, both possessing a winning record.
That
Uh,
is-
First time since 1964 it's happened when they have played more than one game in the season. New Mexico was 3-2, and New Mexico State was 3-2. I mean, is there any doubt what the Sickos Committee game of the week will be?
It's a contender. I don't think it gets the game of the week nod. It's up there, and it's one of those where if it's close near half, this is the everybody get to Mountain West Network right now.
yep.
He sent that at like Sunday morning when he was writing his column. And
I
I was
mean-
like, I haven't even looked at the schedule yet.
I mean, the man's got a point. We got to move this one up. This
Well, I
has
mean,
to get moved up.
There's
It's-
not a
it's-
lot of space for it to move up. What do you put it
I mean,
above?
we could-
Mitsu
Uh,
Kennesaw?
We
I
could
think
put
it.
up-
I think
yeah.
it goes over Mitsu Kennesaw. Yeah.
Okay. So it could be it'll be in the top 5 for sure, guaranteed. Also, Jordan, all the New Mexico folks said you spelled chili wrong.
I did. I spelled it like chili as in chili con carne, not chili as in chili.
Yeah, not chili like that. Again, I
You threw a lot of
honestly
spice
think
on that pronunciation of con carne.
oh yeah. I mean he's from the valley. He's say it, Jordan. You're puro.
Puro Valle.
Puro.
Puro Valle. Puro 956, baby.
That's right.
Puro Valley.
The Canadian accent is great. It was a
Viva
U
los
in that
vaqueros.
somehow. Yeah, Viva.
I'm moving to where the Canadian accent
Puro
is
Valley.
fuller. I'm going to where the Beth accent and the Joey accent converge.
Yes.
my
let's
God,
do
yeah.
I
it.
can't wait for you to become even more Canadian.
Thunder
We're never
Bay.
gonna-
Eh?
We're never
I'm-
going to get those fucking U's out of you.
I am so looking forward to you giving me pronunciation notes. I'm like beyond excited.
I'm just excited to be sitting there and be like, and hear someone talking behind me and go, Beth?
So
A
just
place
so
where
you-
I have, just to be clear, spent less than 48 hours.
So our top 5 that we were talking about: UCLA Northwestern, Eastern Michigan, Central Michigan, Mitsu Kennesaw State, Arkansas State, ULM, and New Mexico State, New Mexico. Let's do an ad read and then we'll come back and cover the rest of the games that we have some things to say about. As always, if you want to look like us and be as awesome as us, you need to dress like us. And that means you go to Home Field Apparel, the official and exclusive apparel brand for the Sickos Committee.
Woo.
Yay. Yay.
We have all sorts of fancy stuff that they sell. We love their more obscure schools as well. I see Rutgers, I see UTSA. I'm wearing my Banana Slug shirt.
Normally I'd be wearing home field, but all my home field is in a suitcase right now.
I'm also wearing my Doggers today.
It's
a
all-
choice, a full home field experience.
It's on the way to Thunder Bay. Your stuff.
We have, there's tons of stuff throughout the week that we'll drop. We'll show you some of our favorites. Go ahead and use our offer code, yes, ha ha ha, yes, 3 ha's for 15% off your first order. Join our Beehive where you can read about all sorts of things, including our weekly Sicko synopsis, our stat summary, and our weekly food fusions. If you're going to Beehive, if you're going to games and you need the best seats, use Vivid Seats. Use
Yeah,
offer
that's
code Sickos20 for $20 off your $200 or more purchase. Join our Patreon for $5 a month. Get access to our Discord where you can come chat with us throughout the week about our weekly rankings debates, talk about things during games, help some of the research, all that kind of stuff. Go to our merch store, sickoscommittee.org. Our Maccoon merch has been jumping ever since our Eastern Michigan friends announced their Maccoon turnover chain. Check it out. Commish also dropped some new hats today,
I
including
helped.
including what, Commish?
Oh, so Joey, I was like, people keep just doing text on hats. And I was like, let's make some hats that are just text. And so I started like suggesting some things like Wednesday Night Football, which, there's, that is for the Maction that is coming in October.
Also, excusably
in
awesome later in the year.
Yeah. I also suggested a couple of other things like, goalposts, yearn for the sea, run the triple. Joey came up with life is short, steal a pylon, meaning when you rush the field, steal that pylon, steal it. And, not the pylon that outside.
If you accidentally grab the pylon with the camera in it, they will chase you.
They will. Get the one without the camera in
Which
it.
is why you only do it at coastal, because it's international waters.
That's correct.
I mean,
Definitely
I feel like
unsurfed
you should be able to do that at ECU too, right? They're pirates.
That's
They
just
get it.
piracy. That's piracy.
Yeah,
That's
they-
allowed.
I get it.
They're all
It
for it.
depends. Are they on a privateer kick or not?
Easy.
I mean, just
That Boise State's field is international waters, so take a chance. Go with
Sure.
bird law.
possibly. But yeah, we have a couple of more of those coming. I'm gonna maybe do a couple of different colorways for that, for the Maction coming up. Also, I may do one for like Conference USA style, just to like Wednesday Night Football and make a few different other hats. Check those out, and they're really not expensive whatsoever. I've seen people sell hats for like $40. Yeah, our hats are gonna be $25 maximum. So yeah.
Offer not valid if you are Canadian. They're like $32 for me, but that's still very
Okay.
good.
I mean, that's great for Canadian. And anything you buy from us, buy from our store, it helps keep the committee going. It helps fund travel to weird bowl games. It helps fund many different things to keep this committee thing moving. And same when you join the Patreon. We appreciate that. And just to keep this going, because we're a weird independent thing that started strangely. And get ready
And
to
continue
vote.
strangely.
We are continuing strangely. Yes, that is a promise.
We
We
never
know
stop.
only one way.
That's
We
right.
mean to continue as we begin.
Mhm.
Join our YouTube, join our Instagram, follow us on Twitch, shout out to Message Board Geniuses podcast. They go the places we refuse to go. And as always, on Saturdays, when you are busy out with people or just want a view from across the country, listen to the College Football Blitz on the Varsity app. It is 12 hours of college football red zone every single Saturday, where you can listen to all the games at once and hear the local homer calls, which are always better than the national calls because they don't care.
The homer
Our
calls
opponents are
just,
bad people, folks. They're
The-
evil human beings.
The homer calls are great because it's just straight raw fan emotion. And if you get a chance, or if you have to be out on Saturday, like, hey, your kid's got a flag football game, or hey, my kiddo's playing youth soccer, and you still want to keep up with the action, the Blitz is the way to do it. And check our pinned tweets and posts, our pinned tweets and skeets. Check those out and reply showing wherever you're listening to the Blitz. You got a chance to win a free koozie from us too.
I mean, even better than just, the emotion of the local broadcasts on the radio. If you want to be a hater, right? Like, you want to have, for example, this past week, that Clemson radio pulled up when they're getting blown out at home by Syracuse.
Oh God.
I
Do
mean,
you want to live the Schadenfreude of life? You can do that on the
Exactly.
Blitz. You can do that on the Varsity app too.
Other games that we're talking about that are maybe not in the top set, but are up there. Cal at Boston College, 2:30 p.m. Central on the ACC network. This is a conference game, of course.
Of course.
This is more than a conference game. This is a cultural exchange, and I'm not sure it's one that should exist.
This is a very much I think, if I remember correctly, basically going east, the teams don't get affected as much as teams going west.
Well,
Cal-
if they were kicking off at, let's say, noon, right? If they were kicking off at noon Eastern, that would hurt because that's 9 a.m. their time. But 2:30, not as bad, not as tooth hurty for them.
Oh,
I still believe in Cal. I have been Cal-pilled.
Okay, the
Yeah,
algorithm has got you.
Yeah, I am plugged into the algorithm. That is my matrix.
don't take cow pills. Don't do that.
I'm curious what BC does here. They're back home. They lost to Stanford. They had a bye week. What now they welcome the other California team in the ACC in. I don't know what BC is, and I love Cal's quarterback, but like Cal's quarterback had, hey, I'm a freshman game last week. Does he get the mojo back while he's in Boston?
Uh-oh.
Does he try dunking for the first time?
Kamish was so shook by Cal and Boston College being a conference game, and also by Boston College. Boston College's extreme variness in ability that he died.
Mm-hmm.
On Thursday night, we have Army.
died?
Yeah, you did for a moment.
You were extremely stuck. We got to hear podcast's collar jingle or podcast collar jingling instead.
I was saying things. So
You know what?
hopefully
Sometimes
that's
it still
recorded.
feels like I can hear his voice.
Okay.
On Thursday night, we have Army at East Carolina. This feels very much like Law and Order versus the Pirates. Navy versus East Carolina, I think, is a little more on the nose. But
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
what is the Navy but wet Army?
A thing most naval people will definitely agree with.
Aren't the
Oh my God.
Marines wet army?
No, they're wet Navy. They're wetter Navy.
Wetter Navy. I guess so.
And the Air Force is just like Sky Army.
Sky Army. Sky Army and the world of tomorrow.
The Scarmy.
That
What
movie
is-
is great, and I will
I
fight
like
for
that
I
movie
know.
too. You don't have to get defensive about it.
What movie are you talking about?
Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow.
It's great.
I've never heard of this movie.
You're too young for this movie.
I see.
Yeah, I've also never heard of it. What would Space Force be? Because I don't think there's water up in space.
That is empty vacuum army.
Let's say Void Army.
Void army.
Void Army. When is Space Force going to get a FPS team that we can boo at?
I mean, I think realistically, if Space Force gets football, it's going to be sort of a Coast Guard situation.
Not if the administration can help it. They got to be playing Army on Army Navy week.
I mean, we've seen
At the
what
same
happens
time,
with
I hope.
You've seen what happened when Coast Guard gets angry, man. I would not fuck with Coast Guard right now.
Oh no, certainly don't fuck with Coast Guard.
They've done
I mean,
92
Coast Guard's
of them.
whole thing is saving morons who have done very stupid things in very bad weather. Don't fuck with
Yeah.
Coast Guard.
This is classic American Thursday night football. this is right up my alley in terms of what I want to watch on a Thursday, especially getting to watch Army.
I love that the American is trying to reclaim Thursday night football
Mhm.
for college football, because last year everybody abandoned Thursday and allowed the NFL to take over the Thursdays, but the American is like, don't tread on me. The American Conference coming back with Thursday night football. I was like, screw you, whoever's watching. I don't even know what the NFL Thursday night game is because I'm watching Army at East Carolina.
Not even the American. It's just East Carolina. It's just East Carolina plays Thursday home games like 2 or 3 times this year for some reason.
Beautiful.
But I mean, last week was Rice at Charlotte. Then we got another American game on Thursday. Again, Army at East Carolina. Every time that you post a state outline, Jordan,
yeah.
like East Carolina is in our mentions, or East Carolina fans are in our mentions. Well, you're never gonna top our Pirate North Carolina outline in the middle of the,
It's really
Got it.
good. I like
it
it a
is
lot.
it is phenomenal. It's
Now,
great.
Kamish, imagine LSU, but they put the Tiger Eye inside the state of Louisiana.
Ooh.
Haven't
Yes.
they done that already?
I don't know, but it sounds fucking amazing.
Okay, I feel like that's been done before.
What if I offer you a future Pac-12 game?
This was actually when I did my first draft of what I was going to submit as like my ballot for Game of the Week tonight. This was originally my number 1 because no one is really watching either of these teams right now because they're not very good, but they are both very interesting. And like you said, this is a future P5 conference game as far as P5 still exists.
This is Washington State at Colorado State. 2 teams that have hit some blocks in the last couple weeks, but I think 2 teams that are, again, close together in skill level. Plus
Jay Norvell is a clock genius, so I'm interested to see what he can pull out against a team like Wazoo that doesn't seem particularly interested in holding the ball all that much.
I'm going to say this for this game. I love both of these 2 teams. I love that there's chaos energy on both sides of the ball. Colorado State, like, just look at Colorado State's games this year. Have they played like a normal game at all this year?
No, this needs to go way up in the rankings. Like I said,
Colorado,
originally I had this number 1.
Colorado State is 1-2. They lost to Washington 38-21, so I guess you could say that's normal. They were on the road. They barely survived Northern Colorado thanks to a questionable call at the end.
Call of the year.
That's right.
Skullduggery.
They lost to UTSA because of, hey, let's take the extra point off the board. Let's go for 2. Let's run a rollout, sprint out pass,
shotgun pass
concept.
with the running back throwing the ball.
Yeah, it's just not good. And they lose by 1 to UTSA, and then now they're at home. They welcome in Washington State, who's 2-2. This is,
and they always pack the place there. Wazoo's coming into town. This is a big game for Wazoo as far as what is Wazoo going to look like for the next, not just the rest of the year, but the next 5 years. This game could be a turning point, and if they keep their current staff around, I don't see an argument for this game not being above ULM Arkansas State or Kennesaw Middle Tennessee.
I love this game a lot.
If I put it head to head against UCLA Northwestern, for me personally, I would say this game is more sicko than UCLA Northwestern.
But this game feels like this is going to be a Pac-12 idiotic rivalry game in the future. Like
this
this
game has
feels like
big dumb energy,
big dumb chaos energy to both of these teams.
Not only that, it fulfills some of our central mandate, which is this is a game that needs to have eyeballs pointed toward it.
And it's also a
right.
CBSSN
6:30 kick. I don't think any other game is kicking at 6:30. I think this is a top tier sicko game, especially because what I personally like to see in a sicko game is that it's a game that should be watched, and really nobody but Wazoo and CSU fans are planning to watch it, and we need to push people towards it.
Other games. Marshall at Louisiana Lafayette. This is a rematch of the Sun Belt Championship game from last year.
Kind of.
With
Sort of.
Sort of, yeah, kind of, sort of for both teams.
The same helmets.
Same helmets, same uniforms.
Yeah. Marshall of Theseus is once again in action.
Marshall is 2-2 now.
Marshall is looking better than I thought they were going to at this point. I will
They're-
fully on say that.
Yeah, Marshall
yeah.
is they are going to get out of this jam historically. They will not be remembered as the chaos it was last offseason because have we talked about Wofford basketball on the podcast yet?
Sheesh.
Because
I don't even know.
Wofford
That's a mess.
basketball is super Marshall right now, so they're going to get away with it.
Marshall 2-2. They've gelled. They kind of found themselves against Middle Tennessee, which we don't know what Middle Tennessee is, which we'll find out
Yes, we
against
do.
the Owls.
Yes, we do. Trust me.
They're a place where you can find yourself.
The Cajuns, they lost to the Macoun on a walk-off field goal. They are now 1-3. The Cajuns, I just want to go over their passing stats again. This is late night too. This is 7 p.m. on Eastern. 7 p.m. on ESPN Plus. The stats. So the Cajuns, the team leaders, last game against Eastern, because you said that Eastern's defense is not great. You remember that, like, the Cajuns were only averaging 47 yards per game passing. Yeah. He threw for a lot last week. So
I mean,
instead, they
that's-
added over 200 yards passing just basically against Eastern last week.
That
So
doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah, that makes total sense.
yeah, and again, there's 800 yards rushing for the Cajuns too in these 4 games. That's 200 yards a game rushing. So
They're one of the highest rushers in the country at this point.
yeah, they can run the ball. Can Marshall stop the run? I don't know. But
Neither
the
do
Cajuns
they.
are going to be the Cajuns that are remaining from last year are going to be pissed off at just the helmet itself because Marshall went in there and upset them for the Sun Belt Championship last year.
Other games. Rice at Navy. Option versus option. This feels like a lot of fun. Although I will warn that Rice has had less time with their option. So they're not running it at quite the deathly efficiency that Navy does.
No.
So
Oh, it's Minute Rice.
It's
yeah.
minute-
This one I really feel like Navy's probably going to end up winning this, but I'm just excited to see what Rice does against another option team.
Yep.
And now Rice should just put in their scout team defense for this game because they have more experience against the option than anyone else on that team.
That is
That's
true.
true.
Other games, UConn at Buffalo. We've talked about this before. UConn seems to play up or down to their opponents, and so this is going to be a good, I think, measuring point for Buffalo or for UConn. Buffalo being a mid to top tier.
Buffalo is not good, but they are frisky.
Yeah, I would say so. And so, yeah, this just seems like a really fun one. Hawaii Air Force.
Hawaii, what are you
is-
doing on FS1? That's not where you go.
That's weird.
It's because they're at Air Force. It's fine.
This is going to be a Hawaii off the island thing. The numbers have it at almost a coin flip,
Bing, bing.
but Hawaii off the island is traditionally not as good as Hawaii on the island. And so I don't know exactly. Yeah, this one I'm not sure about at all.
Air Force did just put up 37 points on Boise last week. And then Hawaii's, again, they seem to lose their power the further away they get from home.
Also, Micah Alejado in his game last week. Again, I was the designated Hawaii test taker last week.
Yes.
Micah Alejado has kind of changed how he plays. He's gone from like a very good, like scrambling quarterback who can throw really well to fuck it, someone's down there kind of guy.
Based on what we saw in those first couple games, I understand him running less.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not that he's running less; it's that he'll just like he's kind of short, so he'll just like he looks like an anti-aircraft missile or an anti-aircraft gun, and he'll just lean back and go pew, and then it lands in the front row or in an opponent's hands.
San Jose State at Stanford, 6:30 p.m. on the ACC network. This is the 69th nice meeting of San Jose State and Stanford. Stanford leads the
Rivalry.
series 52-15-1.
Blood Red's cold.
This
About
is-
that, Stanford.
Is this called the Bill Walsh game?
Yes, it is called the Bill Walsh game.
Okay.
Who has the current win streak in this rivalry?
San Jose State with a win streak of 1.
That's right.
That's correct.
This is not going to be a conference game in the future. Feels like it should.
Give it time.
And again, I am very down on Stanford for a lot of reasons. A lot of them
Yep.
good, I think.
But San Jose State
That's-
survived against Idaho.
That's the issue.
Barely.
Yeah.
Stanford does this thing where they lose every week, and you watch the game, and you're like, "Wow, Stanford's really taking an ass beating." And then you look at the score, and you're like, "Oh, it was actually pretty close."
Stanford is the boxer that takes a bunch of body blows, and for some odd reason they're still in the fight. And then if you make a mistake, Stanford can capitalize, kind of which Boston College made a bunch of mistakes. And Stanford,
Stanford is the Heath Slater, or the Dolph Ziggler, I should say, of the Dolph Ziggler of the ACC right now and of college football in general, where they will lose, they will make it look competitive, and they will make you look great. Remember when we thought Hawaii was going to be a playoff team?
Look, man, Stanford's been traveling a lot, and they travel the most besides Hawaii this year. They went to Hawaii. They went to BYU. Then Boston College went to them. Then they went to Virginia, and now they're back home. Like, Stanford's getting that frequent flyer miles to face San Jose State. Then they fly out to SMU. Then Florida State goes to them.
They should have done the old timey train thing where they play Virginia on Saturday, then they get a Thursday night football game in Idaho or
Sewanee,
something.
Stanford. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Rutgers at Minnesota just feels like a very middle of the tier Big Ten game at this point, which I think is hilarious.
I feel like this is going to be stupid, but yeah.
I will say that once again, I've said this before in this podcast. Every time I'm like, man, Minnesota just hasn't been great these last couple of years. I look up they're like 8-9 wins consistently. PJ Fleck has one of the most consistent Minnesotas in ages, and no one notices this.
I have a prediction for this game. This game will not be that competitive. It'll not be that close. I don't know who's going to win, but it's going to be like kind of a never really close 20-point win on one side. But there will be an absolutely inexplicable highlight that comes out of this game. Like a ball is going to go in someone's butt and shoot out, and someone's going to pick it off. Like there's going to be an absolutely incomprehensible highlight coming out of this game because Minnesota and Rutgers seem to both be good at that.
Houston at Oregon State on Friday night. Oh man, this is the 9:30 game, and I'm afraid Houston's just going to do some really awful things to that Oregon secondary.
Oregon State.
Oregon State.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
don't confuse them with the Ducks.
Yeah. Somebody put in the show notes that this is the poke the Pac-12 with a stick game, and yeah, kind of.
I'm not necessarily sure about Oregon State's coach at the moment. They hired the defensive coordinator when Jonathan Smith left for Michigan State. He's been he did okay last year, 5-7. This year, not great and not competitive. I'm worried for the Beavs. They need to show some signs of life here.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't, I'm worried for the head coach.
You look at Oregon State and you look at Wazoo and you realize that one of these two teams is going to call themselves a conference champion at the end of the year, and then you smile.
I think, is this the year where, last year they looked both relatively competent last year. They were Power 5. They're Power 5 teams still battling. And then it's a year away from the Power Conference. And now it's are they just...
Yeah, we're now in the, oh, no, we can't recruit anymore years.
Is it just the portal has taken the toll? Is it a whole bunch of other things that have like they're showing their, I guess, signs now that like, hey, and then they did the Mountain West Pac-12 split. Is there gonna be are the like signs of the like, hey, left behind thing for them gonna start and showing this year? In
This is what a lot of folks have been saying, and I've seen this at a couple different places where,
man,
like Joey said, we end up with recruiting issues, we end up with access issues, even though they're on, they have technically a better package they did on the Pac-12 network.
yeah,
But they're running into this problem where they're sort of on the outside looking in at this point, and I don't know that a reconstituted Pac-12 is going to change that.
it's just a bummer. I love the Beeps. I love the Cougs. I love the Beeps and Cougs. I mean,
That's every guy says that.
Hey.
Not me,
Oh, okay.
because you won't hear me say nice things about the Beavers. Sorry, I just can't do it.
I mean, you're a hater. It's okay. You're
I
a Duck
got
fan.
beef with their athletic director.
Okay,
That's true. I do too.
All right. You got beef.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we've again, things I know we've discussed. Beaver
Yes.
is okay for Passover, not Passover. East.
Lent.
No, Beaver's not okay for Passover. I'm pretty sure.
Is beaver
Take this beaver
kosher?
and eat. Take this beaver and eat of it.
That no, yep. And
Nope, that's
beavers.
the wrong one.
Wait, is beaver Quora?
Beaver meat is not
It's
kosher.
not gonna because
It's not kosher.
It
Okay.
has
Yep.
fingers. It's not cool.
It does not have split hooves, and it does not chew its cud. Does it have hooves? No. Does it chew cud? No. Not kosher.
Not kosher.
Do we know that a beaver wouldn't chew cud if given the opportunity?
I mean, they're
I'm
pretty good at
would
chewing
chew cud.
things.
How much
okay,
beaver
so-
would chew cud if a beaver could chew cud?
Nope.
So,
No,
the
no,
question
okay.
that I have here from the Quora results here, and rabbi listeners sound off in the comments if we have any, is that so
Oh,
the thing here
I think we
is
do.
is that it has to be a land animal, right? And the Catholic Church has declared that beavers are not land animals.
I'm certain they're not.
Obviously, no one cares. I understand that you and the Jewish community don't give a shit what the Catholic Church thinks, but
Which
I think
smart.
I think there is an argument for beavers not being land animals.
Has there ever been like an effort to, through like selective breeding, take animals that are not kosher and breed them into being kosher?
Oh
We've
my God.
invented kosher pigs.
My kosher bacon.
And next, we're going to invent a tiny camel and a huge eye of needle.
And look how easy it is.
Done.
Notre Dame has never played Arkansas before. Notre Dame has never played in the state of Arkansas before, and we're getting that this week. I also
Wait,
found
who-
out that Notre Dame has never played Auburn before, which feels like
That's
a wild
correct.
thing.
That is correct though. Like when would that happen? And I think also maybe the world might end. Like that's matter and antimatter touching.
That's supposed to happen tonight, right?
I'm probably gonna say that. Like, it probably would have happened if segregation was not a thing. It probably would have happened sooner. But
It feels like one of the 7 bowl judgments. Like the Lord is pouring out a bowl of His wrath.
yeah, I feel like Notre Dame would have played Auburn in like a Sugar Bowl or something. At some point in the like 60s or 50s or something.
Cotton Bowl, maybe.
Maybe a Cotton Bowl, maybe an Orange Bowl. Who knows? But yeah, one of the bowl games that probably would have happened. But yeah, that thing occurred back in that time frame, and like Auburn wound up playing like Ole Miss in a bowl game because of it, which is again. But I'm surprised they haven't had the Lou Holtz Bowl before. But again,
We have
it feels such weird energy to have Notre Dame going to Fayetteville, Arkansas.
yeah. I mean, this is a culture
So
clash to the extreme, but I love this. This is what we crave.
so cursed.
something that's less cursed. LSU at Ole Miss. Kamish, I need you to read the next line.
Okay. So Landry Kiffin, who is Lane Kiffin's daughter, hard launched with LSU linebacker Whit Weeks, one of the Weeks brothers. And I am ashamed to know that term.
So I obviously know what that means, but maybe some of our listeners don't.
Okay. So basically what happened, a hard launch, which thank you, Katie, for this. And I had to tag Katie in this. Katie, our Sickos Community
Sickos
Gossip
TMZ.
correspondent.
Yep.
Sickos
Yeah,
TMZ.
Sickos TMZ.
Sickos, Katie TMZ. Basically, so a hard launch is like, hey, you just basically drop a picture of your boyfriend on your Instagram or whatever social media,
Mhm.
and basically announce, hey, I'm in a relationship with this person now.
Mhm. And I
Uh,
would like to distinguish this from the soft launch, which is also a
Yes.
thing. And that's
Yes.
where you have like you post in your Instagram stories and it's like you and like there's a male arm around you.
Yes.
There's a
Someone's out of
partner.
focus.
There's a partner
Someone's out of
arm around
focus.
you. Someone's out of focus. You can tell that there is a significant
Yeah.
other there, but we don't know who it is.
You're holding hands with somebody, but we don't know who it is.
We don't know who it is.
You
Yeah,
are.
and like you put a bag
there's
over their head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you did definitely do that.
That's just if you're a Saints fan. That's
Who
a
dat?
thing that they've done. They put bags.
Yeah, in the past, I probably did it as a kid.
Now, Lane Kiffin has commented on this indirectly.
Oh.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Lane posted, someone, I forget who it was, posted something about this happening and then said, bet the under or the over, the worst bet this week, question mark. And Lane Kiffin responds with, bet the over.
Yes.
God damn it.
I
God damn it.
have another Lane Kiffin thing that I found out
Okay.
literally just an hour ago. I'm watching this new Netflix show called Inside USA. It's like this kind of trashy-ish reality show, if no one's seen it. But there's a part of it. They're doing like a answer a personal question about yourself segment, basically. And they ask one of the girls, who's the most famous person who's ever tried to flirt with you in your DMs? And she answers, Lane Kiffin.
Oh, it wasn't that. Oh man, I've been on our Instagram too much. We're almost 26,000 followers, but there was like a boxing card girl, and that's who was in the ice bath or something.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was her or not, but she is on.
I can't remember her name, but I couldn't remember her name. Whatever.
The show has a bunch of like random influencers I haven't heard of, and then Max Fosh, a British YouTuber who I really like, and then Dwight Howard randomly.
Okay, cool. So also Lane Kiffin quoted a picture of his daughter Landry Kiffin on the beach when she was young, and he says, "We'll be rooting for Rebs." And then he puts the blood symbol because blood is thicker than this hard launch relationship that just occurred. Ole Miss football. Now I understand that. Really, this is odd timing to do this.
Whatever.
And this game is always kind of off the rails. If you remember this from the Les Miles days,
As if the Kiffin family wouldn't be averse to dropping something at the messiest possible time.
This is the Magnolia Bowl, by the way. You have to call it by its real name.
Nobody says that. Nobody says that.
Why would you say that?
Why would you say that's on their flag? No, sorry. Even though that is the state flower of Louisiana. But really,
like the actual Magnolia. I was thinking of the HGTV people.
Oh,
that involves Baylor.
Yeah,
Whatever
that's why I was
involves
confused.
Baylor.
I thought you were talking about the third ward soldier in the Magnolia Projects of New Orleans, but y'all probably don't know that. So there is an interesting thing to this. Katie wants a Lane Kiffin reality TV show.
Lane Kiffin wants a Lane Kiffin reality show.
I think so, honestly.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin is a Lane Kiffin reality show.
It kind of is. So I just felt that this one was going to be more sicko because anytime LSU and Ole Miss get together, you have Les Miles not handling the play clock at all.
What?
The play clock, play clock
There we go.
I am
The play
not
clock
making that
commander.
mistake again. Yes.
You got it, Girth boy.
Yeah, I was
thank
gonna
you.
say I think most people call a play cock a dildo.
Okay. We're not getting a green one
Go
on
Bills.
this game. I don't think so.
Next game, Louisiana Tech at UTEP.
I was going to mention the Velociraptor LSU fan, and then also the Ole Miss guy that vaped the ever living shit out of this game before. So
Let's get out of talking about sex things. Anyway, what's the hill at UTEP called?
hey,
Hey!
La Tech at UTEP is a conference game for now, until UTEP takes their leave. San Diego State and Northern Illinois. Quick, will this be a conference game next year?
No.
Yes.
No, San Diego State's going to
No.
the Pac-12.
Fuck.
Illinois is going to the Mountain West. Thank you. That's again the part of the point here.
Out of all the conference moves, Northern Illinois to the Mountain West is the one I most go, ew.
Yeah, it's icky.
It's the hardest to remember for me. I just blank on that one all the time. Georgia Southern at James Madison feels like a very good FCS matchup. I am less sold on Georgia Southern this year, which means that I feel like JMU is going to win this one pretty handily.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
This is, however, this is at home for James Madison, so that's it. Can Tulsa beat Tulane?
Maybe.
Tulsa. It's at Tulsa. It is the battle of the color-based weather phenomenons.
It's a weather phenomenon.
Shout out to the Golden Hurricane for that one there. And Tulane going to Tulsa has kind of been of a house of horrors for them.
So
Michael Pratt threw like a pick six in OT there at Tulsa. Yeah.
Fun fact here: Tulsa leads this series 13-7.
Yeah,
You forget how bad Tulane was for a long time.
Tulane has been awful, and Tulane coming off a loss to Ole Miss, probably bruised and battered. Tulsa probably riding high, with the win over Oklahoma State. So this is kind of like a little bit of one's a high tide, one's a low tide, and you kind of think Tulane should win this.
I
but
don't
it's
know
on the road.
I don't
but
know.
then
if
is
the game itself
Tulsa-
is gonna be fun.
Yeah, is Tulsa like overconfident now? Are they gonna like come back to earth after that victory? I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Either way, the result's gonna be funny.
Bowling Green at Ohio. Ohio is becoming what? Potential man?
Yeah, as in potential man. They're potentially good all the time, but they're just not. Like they every year, this year especially, they come in. They played Ohio State decently close. They beat West Virginia, and they're sitting at 2-2. They haven't shown that much fire. I think they're good.
But wait,
Who knows?
wait. But listen to me. Hear me out though. Ohio beat West Virginia. West Virginia beat Pitt, who was receiving votes at that point.
Was receiving votes.
Receiving votes at that point. Ohio has a transitive win over a receiving vote team.
If Ohio beats
I love
Bowling
how-
Green,
I can make so much math work based on Pitt as a conference quality loss or win. I can make it the center point of all my arguments. This year.
But we don't even know yet. We don't know. We haven't learned anything.
That's the best part. No, we have 4 data points. That is a cluster. I can draw a line straight through that.
We have 3 data points for Pitt.
Of 3. Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Bye week is a
Bye
data
week's a
point.
data point. Yeah.
You didn't fuck up bye week.
I'm just gonna say
I don't know. I think we
I-
established on the Sunday show that we did fuck up bye week, actually.
I had a nice relaxing time, which is more than I can say for other weeks. So,
It's true.
Mhm.
I think that's progress. If they could simply have a bye week the whole rest of the season, I think I'd have a pretty chill season.
Ohio's projected to win this by a good bit.
Yeah,
at least
but
a touchdown.
punch power.
But Pudge Power.
Pudge Power.
Pudge is going to Athens. Ohio's 2-2, Bowling Green's 2-2. This is good Maction right here.
We're getting into
Good
that
match.
like really solid Maction slate, which makes me very happy.
This is good Maction right here.
Yeah. Tuesday Maction coming soon.
Soon.
Soonish.
Cincinnati at Kansas, Jacksonville State at Southern Miss, not a conference game.
Ugh.
Western Kentucky at Missouri State is a conference game.
Sure.
App State at Boise State. This 3-4 years ago,
Oh my
Mm.
God, yeah,
I'd been ringing the bells here.
This is a G5 helmet game.
yeah, it is.
Right. Unfortunately, Boise is of questionable quality at this point. Maybe not for
Ah.
G5. Maybe not for G5. But
Yeah.
like letting Air Force get that far on you, because I don't think Air Force is that good this year, but we'll see. App State is still rebuilding, and they're going to Boise. This is such a fucking like FCS playoff game from 1980 something.
This is also, I would say, the G5 version of Michigan versus Florida circa 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
Like, this is a helmet game. Everyone knows who these two teams are.
Yeah.
The helmets next to each other look great. This can be a great game. You look at the actual teams.
I mean, it could be Michigan versus Florida now.
True.
True. Honestly,
I'm not
I
ready
think
to write these teams off, though. They're both
no,
two
they're
of
both
one.
2-1.
Like,
They're both 2-1.
I
No,
said,
and-
not bad. Yeah.
I like this one. This feels like this could be good. Boise giving up that many points to Air Force, it concerns me about their defense. And their head coach is a defensive minded coach. I'm a little worried there. App State, again, I don't know what to make of them. They're going to be going on the road, clear across the country to the blue turf. How does Yosef handle the blue turf? I don't know. It's a new coach for them. It's a new everything for them, and this feels like a good measuring stick for the conferences, for the Sun Belt and the Mountain West. In a sense, now like this is kind of the top of the Mountain West, and I would say maybe the upper middle class of the Sun Belt, like upper crust, but not the top of the Sun Belt.
I'm not sure because I can't find it, but this probably is the Petros game too.
That would
At
make
6:30
sense. Yeah.
p.m. on Fox Sports 1. Yeah, Blue
He
Turf,
usually gets the mid-slate FS1 game.
he does. Or the really late one, but there's not much late this week at all.
Actually, yeah,
The other
No.
FS1 game is Air Force Hawaii, and that's early.
yeah, he wouldn't. That's not him. Okay, so a couple of ones that I don't know if we have a ton of things to talk about. Kentucky
Yeah,
at South
Air Force
Carolina.
Hawaii is Eric Collins. So
Ooh.
Oh, that's right. Virginia Tech, NC State on the CW.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
you want to see
Okay.
a car crash?
Yeah, so this might need to find its way up a little bit on.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Bumping it up. What about
Yep.
Kentucky and South Carolina? Like South Carolina's down, but like is Kentucky
Here's the
is
thing
Kentucky
about
bitey enough?
Here's the thing about SEC games when it comes to Sicko's rankings. Is there a reasonable result, like a plausible result that is funny? I don't think there is here.
No. Is I
Can-
mean, and is Lenora Sellers still a going concern?
I mean, he played last week, but I don't know how. Is he just the entire offense, or is there somebody else with him?
He kind of is, from what I understand, the entire offense at South Carolina, and so it's like.
And I don't know if Calzado's okay for Kentucky. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
I keep an eye on it maybe, but
that's
it's
a bunch
like,
of
I'm
question
not-
mark games.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this on the back burner,
Yeah.
and if something stupid happens, there's a
All
possibility.
games
of,
could become Sicko's games in time.
That's true. Again, this is why it's a forecast,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
we will monitor throughout the.
Yeah, there
weekend.
is a margin of error here.
Yes.
Liberty at Old Dominion. ESPN has ODU at an 11% chance to make the playoff at this point.
Hey, you know
Okay.
what, ODU? If you want to make the playoffs, you know what you got to do this week? Beat that ass. Go do
Yeah.
it.
Do it. Do it.
ODU has a realistic path. Sure, do it. I want to see it.
Nope, it's not gonna happen. They're gonna get Monroe.
Then that's-
Akron at Toledo. I think Kamish puts this here, or maybe Joey.
that was me.
Say it, Joey.
Toledo is big pissed because they had a realistic shot at a college football playoff bid with their schedule if they ran the table, and they lost to a supposed to be trash ass Western Michigan team. So they're mad, and Akron is standing in front of them. Who Akron is a shambling wreck at the best of times in their current form. This could be mincemeat.
I don't know. I mean, we saw Toledo. They didn't play great last week. Maybe they're just not that good.
Then what is Kentucky?
Yeah.
Do you think
mean, that's-
Kentucky's good?
No, I don't.
No,
That's,
no.
that makes
This
no
is
sense.
There- there
no.
we
This
go.
is not. This is not good. Kentucky.
Again, we have lines, but these lines don't make sense.
I don't have any lines. I mean, I just I feel like people try to read too much into week by week stuff. It's like it's a week. You have a bad week. I don't know.
Listen, the stuff that's low on the list here, I'm just trying to give like, if you want to consider this game, this is what you are looking for. And this one is Toledo's mad. And this could be fun if they take their anger out, or if they're so mad that Akron starts to be competitive with them, also fun.
Yeah.
BYU at Colorado, Duke at Syracuse. I think we will finally. This might be a good measuring stick on the is Syracuse good thing.
I mean, they lost a QB to an
Yeah, I
Achilles,
don't think
though.
we
That
can fairly
sucks.
assess Syracuse's goodness anymore.
God, it sucks for Syracuse, man.
Who is their
I'm
backup? I don't even know who it is.
Cullen. He's a transfer from... I can't remember, actually.
He threw a touchdown pass in this against Clemson, which was a nice one. But
Ricky
He
Collins.
looks-
He was an LSU transfer.
Okay.
he looked, from what I can remember, is that mobile. There's mobility there, which
Mobile, you mean?
mobility.
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 Quarterback.
Yeah, Ricky Collins.
He's a mobile
uh,
quarterback.
from Baton Rouge, great hair. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's see. We got stats. We got splits. LSU. He's got rushing. Oh yeah, he had some rushing for LSU. Okay, yeah, he got some mobility. Mobility. Mhm.
Georgia Tech at Wake Forest. Louisville at Pitt. Pitt girl, you have any vibes on this?
So we are not a gambling podcast. The line on this evidently opened at Louisville -3, which is a lot closer than I feel about this game.
I would agree with you.
So yeah, I guess we'll see. But I'm fully expecting Pitt to get launched into deep space, and we'll be pleasantly surprised if we don't.
South Alabama at North Texas. We're going to continue to put perfect record North Texas out into the ether and just let
Yep.
that simmer.
Yep, we are advancing the playoff UNT agenda here.
This is a team that knows how to beat that ass.
UNT stands for undefeated North Texas until it doesn't stand for that.
Until it says
Until and unless it doesn't stand for that.
Have I told you that their radio station is KNTU? Because
They
when
could
they
have done the funniest thing.
Oh,
they
it was
could
North-
have.
so it was North Texas University,
Oh,
and then when they renamed
Change
the
call
school,
letters.
They
Come
did not
on,
change-
North Texas.
did not change the call letters.
Yeah, I'm
Change
gonna
the
need you to
call
change
letters.
your call sign
Fun
to
fact,
KUNT.
so
I need that. I
the
need
West-
it. We need
the,
it.
The West US uses K as their call signs.
Mhm.
East US, what do they use again?
It's W,
W.
except for some
W.
of them
Except-
aren't W.
And then
Looking at you, Katie.
and then Mexico is X, and Canada is C. So I'm just waiting for a university up here, the University of North Toronto, to found, and then we'll start a radio
No, the
station.
University of the Northwest Territories.
No, they'd be CNWT. They're very proud of being NWT.
USC at Illinois is Big Noon Saturday.
Sure.
What? Okay.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
fine.
they
Oh,
would've
yeah,
scheduled
yeah.
that
USC got the
before this
turnaround
week.
shift. That's right. Yeah, they determined that. USC
Yes,
got the
yeah,
turnaround
yeah.
shift.
USC is clopening, and this was, I think, it made a little bit more sense as the choice for Big Noon Saturday before Illinois dropped it, or Illinois, Jesus, before Indiana dropped a nuke.
Again, I just think that they should have to do it in the local time. So this week it should be big 11 a.m. Saturday.
It's fair.
Utah State at Vandy. This is a weird cross-country trip for Utah State at this point in the season.
I want to just mention something about Utah State here. I just learned this.
Oh, yes.
Today.
This is my favorite
Yes.
fact from today.
Okay, so Bronco Mendenhall is the name of Utah State's coach.
Yes.
right?
Yes, right. Bronco Mendenhall's son. Happy birthday to Bronco Mendenhall's son, Breaker Mendenhall. Bronco's other children's name. I'm sorry. Let's just give Bronco's children's name.
Okay.
Cutter,
Mhm.
Breaker, and Raider. But Raider spelled RAEDER.
It's Radar. It has to be Radar.
Is Raider a girl?
I guarantee you Radar is a girl.
If not now, then someday maybe.
Hold up. Raider, what's the last name?
Mendenhall?
Raider Mendenhall. Let's see.
Can we get a meme where it's the Mormon woman with the chalkboard, but it's Bronco Mendenhall's kids?
It's Breaker. It's Breaker.
Sorry, it's a son. Raider is a son.
Okay, Raider. Okay.
Cutter, Breaker, Raider, and like
This
some other
also
name.
this has like the same energy as like, okay, I've got my Bidoof in whichever Pokemon game that is, and I gotta teach it all the HMs. Like I need the Cutter one, I need the Breaker one, I need the Raider one.
It's either that or Mega Man. I can't decide which, and I'm fine with either.
I mean,
You
he's
got
like,
Cutter.
he's from Utah, right?
I
Like,
know.
he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
BYU's coach. Like, yeah, this makes sense. I don't know. I don't like Vanderbilt. You'd think that they're taking a step forward. You know, this is at home, right? They didn't lose to Georgia State this time.
I like Utah State's quarterback. Utah State's quarterback is a playmaker, mobile, can run, can throw. If that can pose a problem, if he can pose a problem to Vandy, maybe they got a shot. But if Vandy can corral him, I think Vandy wins handily. But that's just a big if.
In the games that are not really our thing, we have Memphis at Florida Atlantic, Auburn at Texas A&M, Baylor at Oklahoma State. I mean,
So what's the deal there? Because I've been driving all day.
oh, he's fired.
Yeah, he's fired. He gone.
Yeah,
fine.
I saw that he's out. Like what? Like is that how does
Effective
that all work?
immediately.
It's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was
He's, like, out.
allegedly he was offered the opportunity to retire at the end of the season, and he was like, nah.
I can't believe they're putting Indiana, Iowa on Peacock.
What the hell?
So that means that it's not
This
going to be
is too
available.
good.
I mean, I have Peacock actually
Ooh,
because it was on
that's
sale on Black
amazing.
Friday last year.
Same.
You're
And I
That's
needed it to watch Pitt basketball, but like, what the hell? Why is this game on Peacock? This should be on a channel people have.
Beth, do you want to say anything about West Virginia this week?
We need to talk about Puddle's fuck up.
Okay.
What did he do?
Okay.
So I played Cinderella, Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella last week,
Mhm.
and my 4-year-old niece came to see the show.
Mhm.
She's very excited. She dressed up. I know I sent you guys pictures.
Mhm.
And so she came on Friday. Saturday, she was out of town. Sunday, she was back in town. And Puddle said to a 4-year-old child, let me go into the theater and let me see if I can get tickets. It's a sold out show, but maybe. And if I can get tickets, I'll call and then you can come to the palace and see Cinderella again. Puddles went to the theater. Puddles, because he goes through life like the fucking duck, walks in and is handed 2 tickets. Like, here you go. Absolutely, you can have 2 tickets. About 10 minutes to curtain. Puddles.
How the fuck does he do this?
I don't know, but he does it all the time. I don't know. But no, so this is not the fuck up. Tell me the moment when the fuck up occurs. Puddles calls my sister, calls Chaos Sibling, and says, hey, you can bring her in. We'll watch the show together. It's going to be great. So they put the 4-year-old in the car. They drive her in 2 blocks away. Puddles calls and says, never mind. It's a little too close to the curtain. I'll just stay and you can take her home.
Puddles.
What?
Yep. It's a 4-year-old. How do you think that went?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No
So, and you might think that's Puddle's fuck up. It's not. Puddle's real fuck up was whenever he got home and saw that she was in tears and said, don't worry, honey. I will take you to your first West Virginia game this weekend.
No!
I have now previewed this game.
Okay.
That was a horror story.
Rich Rod. Yeah, let me just look at the 4-year-old
Nice
going to
normal
Rich Rod.
quotes.
I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god!
Okay. So there was some notes from Rich Rod that I just said. Oh my God, what happened? West Virginia. Where is this? I put this somewhere. I've lost this. That West Virginia is
while you're
down
looking
to
for that,
yeah.
I'll just say I believe this is the Jason Benetti RG3 team for Fox on this game.
Fantastic.
Oh my god.
To recap the Rich Rod injury report. West Virginia starting quarterback, top 3 running backs, top 2 of 4 2 of 4 of top 4 receivers. I can't even speak
Yep.
right here.
Yep.
3 starting O linemen and a co-starter at tight end are all hurt.
Our Nico Marchiol, our quarterback, is currently undergoing special treatment in Colorado to see if maybe he can play this weekend.
I
It's
want to.
fine.
What
Could-
was the
could-
thing that Puddles was taking the 4-year-old to go see?
Cinderella.
Mhm.
Oh, it wasn't Palagachi.
Alagachi?
I'm sorry. Did I say that? I said that wrong. I fucked that.
Got it. No, it was a good joke.
That was
Pagliacci.
perfect. It was
Beth.
perfect.
Sorry.
Could we maybe get
Send
the
them the clown.
PRT to be the pumpkin? And
Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Like I'm
If
just
the
trying.
game, if the game gets bad, I'm just gonna leave with the 4-year-old, and we're just gonna ride the PRT back and forth for a
Just
couple
ride
hours.
it around in
The
circles.
pumpkin
Yep.
rapid transit. Yes, that's right.
Yes.
The pumpkin rapid transit. There it is. Do they dress them up for Halloween? You got to do that, West Virginia.
They should.
Okay.
Yeah, they should.
It's like getting the spooky bus.
That's
My
right.
my favorite PRT thing is when Tom Scott, famous British YouTuber, came over and did an interview with the guy who runs the PRT, and he said the PRT never closes down. And 2 years later, he had to issue a full video retraction because the PRT, in fact, does close down on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
Some Big Sky games to look out for. Cal Poly at Sacramento State feels like a good test for Cal Poly. We have 2 late night Big Sky bangers. The first one is Weber State at UC Davis at 9 p.m.
Ooh,
And
nice.
Idaho at Montana, the top 10 battle for the Little Brown Sign will be on at 9:15 on ESPN2.
Sorry.
That is a
So-
nationally televised game.
So
for
that's
Montana.
we don't have a Hawaii test this week. This is gonna be this game, Idaho at Montana, number 5 Montana, and number 8 Idaho. That is our FCS game, and the only other game that is on at the time is BYU at Colorado. So, this is great. Also, I want to give a shout out to I'm very curious on the middle of the Big Sky here. Idaho State at Northern Colorado.
Yeah.
I see. Also, Eastern Washington at Montana State. That's good. NAU going to Portland State. Not that great. Southland, there is some bangers there. There's some cross conference fun here. Nichols at Eastern Kentucky. That should be interesting. Abilene Christian at UIW, which UIW desperately needs a win here. Like, if they want to get in the playoffs at large, and I don't know what's going to happen in the Southland overall, they need this win over Abilene Christian. North Carolina Central at East Texas A&M. That is MEAC versus Southland. Strange. UTRGV finally plays a conference foe for the first time ever in Hammond, Louisiana at Strawberry Stadium against the Daiquiri Cats.
Undefeated in history, URTGV.
That's right.
4-0.
4-0. Do they keep it going?
In the Pioneer League, Stetson at Dayton, Marist, the Red Foxes are at Butler, Moorhead State at Presby. Joey, what are you going to say?
So real quick, friend of the show, Remy, who is a huge Kevin Kelly hater. That's the former Presby coach because he is from Arkansas and went to a school that Kevin Kelly coached against. He wanted me to say real quick, Presby has been doing incredible things now that Kevin Kelly's gone. Colin Hurst, their quarterback, was only recruited by Presby.
Second in the Detmer. Colin Hurst. Second in the FCS Detmer.
He is
only
insane
behind
right now.
Monmouth.
Yeah, they have 2 wins over SoCon playoff mainstays, and this is a non-scholarship team.
Mm-hmm.
13-4 on touchdown to interception ratio for Colin Hurst. 3 of those came in one half against Furman in a comeback win. and they put up 400 yards on Mercer, which is a thing no Pioneer League team has ever done and should never be doing. 416 yards to 241, 35 minutes and 50 seconds time of possession, doubled their yards per attempt in passing, and that's something that no Pioneer League team has ever come close to doing ever. So Presbyterian is not just Pioneer League good, but maybe actually good.
I'm going to say it really quickly. The Blue Hose. The Blue Hose. Winning different area codes. Area codes. Hose.
Monmouth is off this week, so Kamish, you do not need to spread the love of Monmouth this week.
I won't need to talk about the that word of Monmouth again. I did that with somebody else this week. Oh my god. I need to learn to enunciate better. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm not. That shit's funny.
Yeah, it's good.
It was
Yeah,
good. Okay.
great. Never
All right.
change, never improve.
Never change,
That is a
never improve.
promise.
I'm sorry.
The NEC is starting most of them are starting up their conference schedules, except for Mercyhurst, who is at Brookings, South Dakota.
Also, Wagner's playing Norfolk State.
Ooh.
South
Mike-
Dakota.
Did
Mike
I say
Vick-
Norfolk? Norfolk State. Jesus, what am I, British?
Norfolk.
Norfolk's
Norfolk.
fine.
Norfolk's fine. That was correct.
Yeah.
That's how I said
And
Norfolk.
Mike Vick is going to Staten Island.
South Dakota at North Dakota State. And then, of course, we wrap up with SoCon, Furman at Sanford, Western Carolina at Campbell, Mercer, East Tennessee State, and the Citadel at Chattanooga. That is our week. What?
Somebody had something?
Oh, that was you.
Oh well, I'm curious about two other games in the Southland, real quick.
Okay.
Central Arkansas at Lamar. Lamar ranked for the first time in a long time. The nickname of Beaumont is called Boomtown, which Lamar. Shout out to Coach Pete Rosamondo, former Boston University football player. Which doesn't exist anymore, and I've had two conversations at the Southland Conference Media Days. So Lamar ranked, which is and receiving votes in other polls. Big game for them in Beaumont. Go see them. Go check out the Papados after the game too. And McNeese at Stephen F. Austin. So former ULM coach Matt Viator back in the Southland at other Southland Conference hopeful Stephen F. Austin, who just joined home field. And there's something called Twiggy the Squirrel. What a shirt.
Twiggy.
Have you seen Twiggy?
I have not seen Twiggy.
Have you not seen Twiggy the Squirrel?
Show me Twiggy.
Twiggy.
I want
the
this
Squirrel.
shirt very badly. I am a huge fan of Twiggy the Squirrel.
Twiggy
I'm
the Squirrel.
Googling.
Well-
Oh, Twiggy!
Yes.
See? You need this shirt, do you not?
Oh, I have so many shirts, but also look at him. He's got a little axe.
You
Yes.
could get it in sleep shirt size.
I could.
Yes, you could do that.
I like
Which
that it's set up like a boxing poster. It's Twiggy the Squirrel from Nacogdoches,
See,
Texas.
the thing about Twiggy is that I got to get this in outside shirt size because the people need to see him.
Yeah,
I like
So-
that his axe is purple because he's got school spirit.
does. So shout out to Twiggy the Squirrel. Shout out to Homefield.
Shout out to Stephen F. Austin, the only school brave enough to arm a squirrel.
The only school brave enough to arm a squirrel that we know about.
I was gonna say the only school brave enough to admit to arming a squirrel. Looking at you, Eastern Kentucky.
What was the post by Roger Sherman that says like everybody says their squirrels are different, but in Stephen F. Austin they have axes.
Yeah, no, this squirrel is actually built different.
Folks, that's what we got for this week. We have previewed week 5. We will see you guys next Tuesday. We'll cover what happened. We'll see you then.
Oh, one more
Cookie's
thing.
coming for you.
They're doing a whiteout at Welcome Stadium for Dayton this weekend. So it's welcome to the welcome whiteout.
Whiteout.